Bueno, gente, muy buena, bienvenidos al directo de la tarde, bienvenidos a Madden. Vamos allá con el partido de playoff y después seguramente era el partido de la Super Bowl, si no recuerdo mal. Ahora lo veremos, ¿vale? Si no recuerdo mal. Y nada, voy a cambiar de escena. Me gustaría hacer una intro para, no sé, lo de bienvenido, no sé qué, y cambiamos de escena, pum, me sale una intro. Me lo tengo que mirar bien, porque quiero ir haciendo cosillas. A ver cuando. Me gustaría que cuando cobre, me gustaría pillarme el Stream Deck. Me lo tengo que mirar. Me lo tengo que mirar. Vale. Como siempre. No lo entiendo esto porque siempre se mantiene igual. Vale. Vamos a continuar franchise. Vale. Como vemos, vamos a enfrentarnos contra Tampa. Aquí estamos. Para ver quién va a ser el campeón de esta conferencia. Y aquí pues será Kansas contra Cincinnati. Para ver quién es el campeón de esa conferencia, sí. Sin más dilación, vamos allá. Vamos a empezar ya el partido. Vale. Vamos a ver. El primer partido de liga fue contra Tampa. Si os acordáis. Vale, ¿qué tengo que dar? Patada. Sí, doy patada. Pues vamos a hacer. No la vamos a hacer muy grande la patada. Vale. Vale. Pues venga. A jugadas. Perdón. Tengo que ir hacia adelante. Bueno. Vamos a hacer hombre a hombre, que va a ser lo mejor. Hombre a hombre va a ir bien. Bueno. Es verdad, he visto una noticia nueva del PlayStation que después me lo tengo que mirar, a ver si, pues, si tuviera capturadora sería rentable, ¿eh? Buena. Venga. Si tuviera capturadora sería rentable eso, ¿eh? Pues más de lo que me esperaba yo, ¿eh? He echado a correr. Más de lo que yo me esperaba. Vale. Vamos a hacer pase. Fuck. ¿Cómo la acabo de liar muy fuerte, gente? ¿Cómo acabo de liarla fuertemente, eh? Fuck. Ah, qué putada, tío. No quiero perder, ¿eh? No quiero perder.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. From the 31, Brady. He finds his man.
Vale. Vale, ahí, que no pase la línea esa naranja. Naranja o roja. Esa línea de ahí detrás, que veis, no la pueden atravesar. Vale. Hay tensión, en el partido. Madre mía, estoy cometiendo errores. Y Tampa también, Vale. Vale. Bien. Alguno de pases que digas. Alá, se la tengo que pasar, alá. Bien. Perfecto. Venga. Es que ya no voy a confiar en ese, Oh, fuck. Ahora confiar en este. RB. Bien. Sí. Y ahora creo que Rams puede ir bien, Estamos cerca, estamos en la línea del casi en la línea del 15. Cada vez voy más cerca. Hostia, me la juego. Bien, touchdown, perfecto.
On the touchdown pass, and the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bien, gente, bien. Vamos bien.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Vamos, genial.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ya parece como si ahí se hubiera hecho daño. Se ha hecho daño en el hombro, No me parecía, pero creo que se ha hecho daño en el hombro.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on first down.
Guau, buenísima el 12. Le ha metido ahí con el hombro. ¡Pa! Voy a abrir un momento la ventana que me estoy muriendo de calor. Vale.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we? We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers,
Joder, macho. Ha costado,
and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Brady to throw again. Got a man, it's Brashon Perriman. He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first.
Vale, primer cuarto terminado.
7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to his running back.
Bien.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fournette, a first down carry, running right through him. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
No hay ningún hombre que vaya bien. No, tío, es que no está.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running with the fullback Alex Arma.
Buah, es que ahora está cerquísima esto,
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Fournette.
That's up. Fuck.
Touchdown Buccaneers.
Podría estar más adelante con el tema de si hubiera hecho antes algo, ¿no? No lo había cagado con el pase, pero bueno, vamos a intentar remontar. Y porque le he tocado, ¿verdad? Bueno, no pasa nada. Vamos a ganar, vamos a ganar. Ay, la han echado fuera. Fuck. Hay que ganar para estar a la final. Vale, buena.
Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Eso no me gusta. Este podría ser. Y eso es que a la vez. A la vez lo tengo que lanzar.
On 1st and 10, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught inside the 25.
Bien.
37 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one.
A la A,
A.
Hombre, puedo lanzárselo a la A, Vamos a probar. No he calculado bien. Entonces este nada. Tiene que ser uno que digas, es que este me la van a robar otra vez. Es que estoy viendo que me la va a robar. Estoy viéndola, Pero bueno, vamos a intentarlo. Ah, cabrón. Qué cabrón. RB. Esta la veo, ¿Qué es patada ya? Porque he hecho ya 3 jugadas. Sí. Bueno, 3 puntitos.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but in the NFL, defenses are all very good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three. By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Either way. You got it.
Va a estar justo, este partido, por lo que estoy viendo. Va a estar bastante justo. Pero bueno, voy a intentar hacer lo mejor que pueda. Hostia, esa ha sido buenísima. Esa ha sido muy buena. Hacia atrás,
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look at
Qué buena, es que madre mía. Qué buena, qué buena.
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling
Hay un hombre a hombre
What's that old saying? Those who forget the
que
lessons
juega.
of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
Vamos a
I
hacer
think
esta
a
ahora.
double team may be in order.
Yo me tengo que ir a la zona azul.
Now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball
Vale.
here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here.
Nice.
And he'll take this forward
Buenísimo.
only up to about the
Buenísimo.
7. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should
Buena,
necessitate
buena,
a
buena,
call
buena.
for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield.
Vale. Estamos muy cerca, estamos ya en su campo.
And this offense,
Directamente.
they're gonna have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown.
¿Qué va a hacer la Y? Es que me gustaría saber qué dice la Y.
Even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
¡Wala, tío! La tenía, Pero yo también me he esperado tanto. Me he esperado tanto. Que vale. Vale, bien, 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 bien. Que esta jugada me gusta mucho, pero el problema es que siempre me pasa algo con esa jugada. Pero siempre, os lo digo en serio. Hay algo que siempre esa jugada o me la quitan o cualquier cosa. Venga ya, tío, se está a punto de anotar. Está a punto de anotar.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And I think here with the
Voy a jugármela otra vez,
resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead.
Me la voy a jugar otra vez.
Absolutely, I would agree because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes
¿Ves?
to the Super
Es que
Bowl.
siempre me pasa lo mismo. En esa jugada siempre hacen lo mismo. Es... Vale. Vale, vamos allá.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Y uno... ¡Ah! Se me han lesionado. Me han lesionado uno, tío.
74 yards. And the
Qué
Cowboys
cabrones.
come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Nice.
Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Vale.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Lo voy a sustituir, ¿sabes? Lo voy a sustituir. Aunque perdamos, pero prefiero sustituirlo y no... Que no se haga más daño y sea más grave la lesión. No tengo ganas. Vale.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm gonna follow right along with you because
Ah, se meterá a izquierda, ¿verdad? ¿No?
And now a fumble. Brady loses
Robada. Ah, ¿se la hemos robado?
offense will cover this one up, but they'll be
¿Se la hemos robado?
inside their own 10.
Que era robada, tío. Si me ponía fumble, ¿por qué no? No lo entiendo.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive.
Voy a pasar directamente a la vez.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at
No,
the
la tenía, pero la ha soltado. Muy...
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Buena. Buenísimo. Mira cómo baila.
32 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever?
Creo que la B va a ser clave ahora mismo.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Vale.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll contain him to just 4.
Vamos bastante bien ahora.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
¿Dónde estoy?
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
No me quedo quieto. No. Toma, buena. Me he quedado quieto completamente. Digo, ¿qué hago? Vale.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Hostias. Ush, me llego a escapar de esto y flipo, Llego a escaparme de esto y me alegro, Me alegro mucho.
Good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Me la juego a la X.
First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for the lane.
¿Bandera? ¿Por qué?
¿Qué ha pasado? However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
¿Qué ha pasado? No sé, yo siempre lo acepto. Hostia, bueno, pues mira, lo hemos aceptado y salimos ganando. Venga, touchdown. ¡Yija! Pim pam, venga, ahí bailamos, venga, venga, pim pam, pim pam.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
and the Cowboys pressure gets
Es que no veo la jugada porque me centro en ver mi jugador y no veo lo que pasa. No veo lo que pasa. Vale.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game.
Hombre, ¿no?
and that's exactly what a top 10 defense
A ver
can
qué hace
do.
este.
They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
El 7 no ha decidido levantar las manos para cogerla, ¿eh? No.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to
Que noto que me la va a robar, ¿eh? Si no lo hago antes... No. Que tenía que haber pegado un rodillazo ahí. Pimba. Vale. ¿Esta jugada es clave? Sí, yo la veo la jugada. Yo la veo. ¿Por qué? Porque se la voy a pasar a la B. Lo estoy viendo. No. Fuck, me ha agarrado. Vale. Vamos bien. ¿A la B? ¿La B la clave? Y... Era casi la clave, la B. Era casi la clave.
Fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. To the air again, Prescott.
No. Bueno, o sea chute o hacer un run ahora.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pero 86 levanta la... Es que puedes levantar las manos, tío. No te ha salido de los cojones. No le ha salido de los cojones levantar las manos. ¿Lo habéis visto? Vale. 31. 3 puntos, tío. 3 puntitos. Bueno. A ver, vamos bien. Voy bien. No me puedo quejar. Vale. A ver, en el bolsillo puedo tenerlo en el bolsillo el partido, ¿vale? Pero bueno, hay que jugar estos 6 minutos que quedan ya. Perdón, que me venía estornudo. Vale. Ay, me he equivocado, no quería esta jugada. Fuck. No quería eso, Vale. No quería esa, Pero bueno, ha salido algo decente. Vale. Vale. Uy, la ha perdido. Vale.
Fielded at the 43. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over
Vale.
with a new set of downs.
Hostia, ahora todo el run. Me cago con el run. Buah. Bueno, voy a intentarlo. A ver. Hay que intentarlo, gente. Uy, casi llego. Vale, y uno de Tampa se ha lesionado, el Barrett. Barrett se lesionó. No quiere jugar más. Vale. Bueno, línea. Hemos llegado a línea. Línea. Nice. ¿Ahora es pase? Había uno de pase. Nunca he probado este aún. La X. Hostia, es que la X me da mucho miedo. Ha perdido el balón, se le ha caído, pero lo ha agarrado. Es que no sé qué ha pasado.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Oh, qué buena. Qué buena. El 88 me acaba de salvar la vida. Me acaba de salvar la vida.
Confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money. Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point.
Vale. Ahora voy a hacer runs, Ahora va a ser todo runs. Va a ser runs. Por ejemplo, este. Vale. Otro que se ha lesionado. Se hizo daño. No. Voy a hacer run. Por ejemplo, el A. Es que estando tan cerca no voy a hacer ahora. Bueno. Estando tan cerca. Vale. Touchdown. Team. Celebrazao, que lo celebren ahí. Tiro.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point.
Vale. Puntito. Y entramos en los 3 últimos minutos para este partido de playoff. Y después ya partido de la Super Bowl. Que quiero saber quién será. Cincinnati o Kansas. Que es uno de estos dos, Uno de estos dos. Yo creo más bien va a ser Kansas City, Kansas va a ser la final, Entre Dallas y Kansas. Lo tengo bastante. Kansas es buen equipo, Cincinnati aún no he jugado contra ellos, pero Kansas sí. Vale.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Bucs on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hostia.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's
Corre, corre,
intercepted.
corre, corre.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Robadiña.
Bring this back inside
Robadiña.
the 20 to the 18-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what we can say all around about their performance.
So it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing the Canadian
No.
defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like
Esa
this
jugada no me la
defense will
recomiendes,
every
más.
snap because
Que no me
they
está
really
funcionando
struggle to
todo
make
bien.
headway through the air. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that
Es que me
one,
están
closed
recomendando
quickly,
esta
and
que no me está yendo nada bien.
So after the incompletion
Es que se la voy a tirar a la
on
B.
first down, 2nd and
Ahí
10.
en medio. Lo estoy visualizando.
Throwing, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb.
Vale.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the
Lo he visualizado. Ya ha llegado.
Just 2 minutes
Vale, los 2
remaining
minutos
in the
de
fourth
esto.
quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Este mismo.
So the Cowboys
Sí.
in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add
Touchdown.
totals. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their
Bien,
big
bien,
lead.
bien. Ya 1 minuto 58 segundos ya.
3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Vale.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left. Because
Este.
victory, not a chance
Y
now.
a cubrir a este.
Wait to see
Vale.
how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
Se ha tirado, para pillar el balón, pero no lo ha pillado.
Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
14.
How they handle the
A ver lo que
winning
hace.
moments of this one.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him.
No,
But
no,
after
no,
this
no.
one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's gonna have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a
Vale.
defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
¿Dónde
They
estoy?
have pride,
Vale,
too,
ahí.
on that side of the ball.
¡Al suelo!
Complete there to Johnson. And he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while
Tengo una gana que se acabe ya rápido el partido y empezar el otro. Hostia, porque me está... No me encuentro bien ahora mismo. Me duele bastante la cabeza.
Complete there to Pyramid. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they'll bring
Perfecto.
him down at the
34 segundos
13-yard
ya.
line.
Es que...
A gain of
Os digo la verdad, me da igual canote, ¿no? Ahora mismo. Ya este partido ya está ganado.
to throw, it's Brady. And it's caught. And in for the
¿Touchdown?
Buccaneers touchdown.
Si no ha entrado. Se ha caído en el suelo. Nah, me da igual, o sea,
13 yards out.
ya lo digo.
And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by
Vale.
Suckup as they make the score just a
Se le queda nada al partido.
respectable here in the final quarter of play.
18 segundos, o sea, es patadita y... Van a ser un par de jugadas más y ya está.
This is Tony Pollard. And
Vale.
all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it
Ya está
to
ya una jugada más, puede ser.
mark him down officially at the 34.
Pudiera ser,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week.
Ya va avanzando el reloj ya. Partido finalizado. Perfecto. Campeones de la conferencia. Nice, nice. Nice.
And what a ride it has been.
All right,
They have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
At the Super Bowl. Vale. Vale, un momento, escribamos todo. Vale. A ver, tú, chaval. Te vamos a aumentar esto aquí. Y tú... esto de aquí. Nice. Perfecto. Vale, pues aquí hemos ganado. Ya tenemos que saber quién va a ganar aquí de Kansas y de Cincinnati. Entonces voy a avanzar semana. ¿Cómo? Ha perdido Kansas. No me digas eso. Ha perdido Kansas. ¿Por cuánto? Hostia, me pensaba que iba a ganar Kansas, ella ha ganado Cincinnati. Vale. Entonces no puedo hacer nada. Tengo que avanzar la semana para jugar la Super Bowl. Vale, he conseguido un logro. Vamos a hacer esto. Vale. Upgrade jugador. Parson. Aumentamos esto. Vale. Y tengo... pero bueno. Tengo esto que me da igual. Y bueno. Vamos a jugar la Super Bowl. Vamos a jugar la Super Bowl. Vamos a ganar la Super Bowl. Eso espero, ganar la Super Bowl. Eso espero, ganar la Super Bowl. Tonight.
On EA Sports.
To the game.
Super Bowl 56.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56.
¿Estamos en el campo suyo?
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
No sé en qué campo estamos. Vale. ¿Por qué run? Yo quiero pase. Pase.
Prescott on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a
Le digo que baile hace, ¿sabes?
and the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Perfecto.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. He certainly made quick work of that.
Perfecto,
Ultra quick
perfecto,
work. One of the fastest
perfecto.
drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Vamos a hacer el hard flat.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
La he llegado a pillar y es una buena robada,
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll be
Nice.
stopped at the 27-yard line,
Nice.
well short of the 1st down marker. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
No sé por qué tenemos que hacer esto, la verdad. Yo creo que una de pases buena puede ir bien. Una de pases puede venirme bien.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Bueno, vamos a hacer una de run. Vamos a hacer una de run.
Por
ejemplo, esta.
That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Vale, se ha hecho daño uno de ellos.
Got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Vale.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
Dejarme pasar. Yo le estaba dando para que se fuera a la derecha, pero el jugador se me iba a la izquierda. No lo entiendo. No lo llego a comprender. Vale.
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. Remember the wins.
No llega a ver nadie a la izquierda, a la derecha mía y... Hey, hey.
And jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl. That hurts big time, and you're gonna do everything possible to
Le ha dado
prevent that happening again.
No veas, le ha dado un...
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The give is to Elliott. And he will fight his way into
Touchdown.
the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out.
Patadita.
And the Cowboys will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Perfecto.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cincinnati, la camiseta está guapa, así haciendo como un tigre. Está muy, muy chula. Me está gustando mucho.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return it, Darius Phillips. Now a hit and a loose football.
¿Por qué me pone robada cuando no soy robada? Porque la tiene el 43. Ay, bueno, claro, la habré robado, pero me la habrán robado. Madre mía. La has soltado, compañero.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
Vale.
line.
What are you doing? Se ha escuchado, Se ha escuchado ahí un What are you doing? Un momento, gente. Que me caí el moco. Vale, gente, ya estoy por aquí. Y se la hemos robado. Nice. No sé por qué tengo que hacer runs. Supongo que es por lo que habré decidido en la entrevista. La rueda de prensa. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. One thing's for sure. Superstar X Factor Activate. Vale, activa o algo de este tío. Madre mía. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was take him knock him loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Vale.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far.
Eso ha sido casi touch ball,
Establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Vale. Vamos a hacer este y ya está. Touchdown. Touch ball, ¿sabes? Touch ball. Touchdown. Inútil. Que no sé a veces. Mira. A ver.
And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
No te preocupes, buen hombre.
And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. On the return, Phillips. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Vale. Primer cuarto terminado de la Super Bowl. Empezamos segundo. Un momento, gente. Vale. Ahora.
Here's Burrow.
Vaya empujón, le ha dicho. Venga, de aquí no pasas.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able
De
to
aquí
get the
no
third down
pasas.
conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little quicker.
Yo creo que hay jugadores que no les apetece
Head towards the half.
pillar el balón. No lo sé. No sé, porque este podría haber estirado un poco los brazos y lo hubiera pillado,
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will go down.
Buena.
A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Buena, Lawrence.
Go as a loss of about 8 as he gets
Madre mía,
in
qué
there
cabreado
to
pillado
drive
el
it.
Gil.
So that'll
Gil había un
be
cabreo
the Bengals
que no quiere dos.
with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw.
Ha dado cabezazo. Como si fuera fútbol.
It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
Vamos a hacer pase. Se lo voy a pasar de RB a Elliot.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much
Vale,
better than
perfecto.
that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that
Perfecto,
they're in at this
perfecto.
stage of the game.
Cuando ya esté cerca de esto sí que voy a hacer run, pero ahora mismo es pase asegurado,
He's got to
Ahora un buen
back
pase.
and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving,
Va.
and he finds open space and makes a nice play. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Vale.
10th carry now for Elliott. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
Now into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over.
Fuck, me han robado el balón.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tough
Hey Jerry, ¿qué
spot.
tal?
And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A pass there over the middle to start things out.
Perdón, tío, acabo de salir de una reunión y me voy a otra. No te preocupes, con que ya te haya pasado. Bien, haciendo la Super Bowl, el final, para ver quién es el mejor. Haciendo la Super Bowl. Dejo el view, el ratete que te quede. Perfecto. Muy bien, Jerry. Que te sea leve la reunión.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Vale.
They got to find a way to
A
bring
ver.
those two elements together so they can make some
Oh, la ha pillado y se ha ido fuera. Vale.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see.
Vamos a ver.
It hasn't gone their way and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hostia, que me ha empujado. No, es de las duras, para comprobar que técnicamente no falla nada para un evento que tenemos el jueves. Pues... Ahí, a tope, venga.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
No.
Now this one to his tight end.
Cogerlo, retrocederlo hasta la línea y así tenemos el balón nosotros.
Doesn't matter where it's coming from.
Fuck.
Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are.
Oh, qué buena, qué buena.
Sea of bodies and it's intercepted.
Qué buena, qué buena.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Qué buena.
There he
Ton
goes.
ton 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 ton.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And
Ha sido la robada perfecta.
touchdown.
Y acabo de hacer un touchdown. Una robada perfecta.
I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older.
Nice.
Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
Oof.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow.
Toma. Oh, 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 yeah.
A nice job with
Vale.
defensively.
Vamos allá,
And
gente.
now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon.
Que no pase, que no pase. Bien, 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 bien.
Close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati.
Vale.
Fielded at the 33. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense.
El fit es más, tiene buena pinta.
He's already cruised
A la
past
vez,
the
puedo
100-yard
ser.
mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said,
No,
everything
pues
is
no ha ido tan mal,
well for them. The play calling's been
Bien, bien, bien.
excellent. The blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and
No hay
legs
ningún
have
run
to this
ni
big
nada.
number so far. We could be seeing something really
Vale,
special here.
segundo cuarto terminado. Vamos a empezar el tercer
So
cuarto.
these 2 teams will head to so the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half.
Venga ya, tío. Venga ya. Podía hacer otro punto, tío, y no las he... Joder. Qué mal.
We're back in action here in this Super Bowl on the road. Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And right now their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy.
A ver, si yo no toco nada, el jugador va...
Maybe it did him a world of good.
Vale.
If there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the 2nd half.
Madre mía.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Cada vez más hacia atrás,
The challenge and setting him back on the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. Oh, that's into double
Y
coverage
robada.
and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Y robada, gente.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And it's incomplete.
Ah, Dios, si la tenías, tío, la tenías agarrada. No la sueltes. Oye, Mando, si te estoy dando recto, no te vayas a la derecha.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Y no me la ha agarrado. Es que no lo llego a entender, tío. ¿Cómo no la agarras?
Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6
28.
points that they were thinking about.
3 puntos. No lo entiendo, cómo no la pilla, tío. Es que la coge y es como si se hubiera echado mantequilla en las manos, tío. No llego a entender. No llego a comprender, tío.
Defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we
No lo
can't
llego a
let these
entender.
guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up the run.
Now a hit and a loose football.
¡Hostias!
Picked up by the
¿Cómo se la ha robado?
And this is gonna be
Ha tenido que pegar un... Buah, chaval. La pega un... A ver, a ver. Es que ha sido muy raro esa robada, ¿no? ¡Hola! La ha soltado y la ha agarrado justo. Pero al milímetro, ¿eh? Mamá.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, Phillips. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just
Bueno, aquí quedan 6 minutos ya de esto. 6 minutos de juego. Bueno, 6 no. 9, 10 minutos, digamos. 10 minutos.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Tate.
Vale.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Burrow. Another catch for Tate.
Nice.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
Vale.
That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there.
Vale.
7 yards the pick up there.
7 yards.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Le está diciendo, o lo haces bien o no lo haces,
I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. There's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17.
Mal. Ahí lo he pensado mal, pero bueno.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first
Oye,
half. But
¿qué ha hecho ahí? ¿Qué ha pasado ahí? ¿Se ha quedado tonto? Mira, tengo que hacer pases aquí. Es que estamos en nuestro campo. No, tengo que hacer pases, gente. Holy moly, tío. Tienen que siempre tocar los huitos, los rivales. Vale. Venga, bien. Bien, gente, bien. Fake screen wheel Y. Sí, yo lo veo. Pero tenéis mantequilla en los guantes, tío. Es que no lo llego a comprender, tío. Es que no lo llego a comprender. No me da la cabeza ahora mismo para decir, oye, ¿qué os pasa a los guantes? Es que no lo entiendo, tío. No lo llego a comprender. No lo llego a comprender. Y otra vez igual. Es que tienen mantequilla en los guantes, tío. Tienen mantequilla. La gente los llama manos mantequilla. No llego ni de Blas. Es que no ha llegado ni de Blas, ¿verdad? Vale. Pues último cuarto ya. Y este cuarto ya... Si quedamos así, campeones de la Super Bowl. Hostia, qué buena robada. Qué buena robada, chaval. La mejor robada. La robadiña. Vale. Hemos llegado a una línea. Entiendo que sí. Entiendo que sí que he llegado a la línea. Sí, hemos llegado. Vale, también hemos llegado. Nice.
Every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them.
Wow, hijo de puta. Me ha tirado hacia atrás, tío. Me ha tirado hacia atrás. Me ha tirado hacia atrás. Vamos. Que estoy ya. Es que ya estoy. Ahora sí que sí, tiene que ser touchdown. Ahora sí, gente. Ahora sí. Touchdown.
And the Cowboys are moving closer to a 6th Super Bowl title. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Vale. Por medio, tranquilamente. 3:55 queda y ganamos la Super Bowl. Vale, nice. Cincinnati, no sé qué. Madre, estoy pesado. Soy una apisonadora ahora mismo, ¿eh? Cincinnati no ha hecho ningún punto. Y al suelo. Al suelo.
Passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere.
Tira para allá, hombre.
They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow will throw.
Ahí, agarrarlo bien, hombre.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field. Right at the quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now Burrow loses the football.
Que no. Que te vas para el suelo, hombre. Que no te levantas ni leche.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage.
Tira para allá, hombre.
Good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Al suelo. 2 minutos ya. Los 2 últimos minutos, gente, y la Super Bowl es nuestra. Super Bowl viene pa' casa. Super Bowl se viene pa' acá. ¡Oh! La robada. La robada. La robada. La robada. La robadiña. La robadiña. La robadiña. Creo que he hecho mal en tirarme para afuera, ¿eh? Podría haber, no sé, haber seguido recto. Pero bueno, no pasa nada. Y touchdown. 6 puntitos. Más ahora la patada 7. Un puntito extra. Y ya Cincinnati ya no tiene nada que hacer. Ya no. No, 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 no. Vale. Patadita para arriba. Y vamos. Vale. A por ellos. Oh.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Casi, casi. Casi es robada, ¿eh? Pero vamos bien. Campeones, 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 campeones. Venga, patada hacia arriba, gente. Pim pam. Patadita. O sea, es que en 1 minuto y 11 segundos no pueden hacer nada ya Cincinnati. Es que literalmente ya no puede hacer nada. Vamos a hacer una patada 100% hacia arriba. Y listo. Realmente tendría que estar descontando, pero no ha descontado nada.
And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game.
Gregory.
Give them credit. They got all those things done.
¡Hola! Ha sido como un tapón ahí en el básquet, ha hecho. Pues aquí lo mismo. Tú no lanzas el balón, toma. Vale. ¿Ha dicho venga? Estaba diciendo a alguien venga, venga, venga. No sé.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
Venga,
They also want to make
venga,
sure that the defenders
venga.
don't take it away.
Now it's Burrow.
Quítala, quítala. Uy, 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 uy. ¿Qué pasó ahí? Ah, vale, vale, vale. Oh. Ya me estoy viendo, ¿eh? Champions League de la Super Bowl. Y para afuera. Oh, Dios. Perdón.
Dallas
Es que ahora mismo va a ser esto. Van a ser runs, o sea que vamos a ser run.
that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Vale. Ha reventado. Y...
And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi
¡Campeones! En teoría, ¿no? Hemos ganado la Super Bowl. Joder, digo, o sea, algo más espectacular, pero no ha sido nada espectacular. Vale, vamos a hacer upgrade. Vale, vamos a ir haciendo upgrades, gente. Tranquilamente. Ay. Perfecto. Ahora Micah Parsons. Vale. Joder, sí que tengo upgrade, me cago en todo. ¿Cuánta? No. No jodas. Se me ha quedado el juego pillado. No. Se ha quedado el juego pillado completamente. No. Pues bueno, espérate. Vamos a chaparlo. Y lo voy a volver a abrir. Un momento.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Vale, gente. Que me estaba cayendo el moco. Joder, macho. ¿Por qué se ha pillado en el momento este, tío? Es que no lo entiendo. Mahomes. Brady. Espero que lo que haya hecho haya servido, ¿eh? O sea... No me digas que tengo que volver a jugar el partido, que no lo voy a volver a jugar. Ah, no. Menos mal. Mike McCarthy. Avanzamos semana. Vale. Pues... Hemos ganado. Hemos ganado la Super Bowl. Somos los campeones de la Super Bowl. No puedo decir otra cosa. Y... A ver, es que claro. Si avanza una semana más, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Vale. Vale, pues nada. Lo vais dejando ya por aquí el directo de Today. Muchísimas gracias a todos que habéis pasado a verme. Me alegra que os haya gustado. Voy a estar un tiempo ya sin subir Madden. Ya hemos hecho una temporadita. Era para probar el juego, a ver cómo estaba. Y puede ser que al tiempo vuelva a haber otra. Y nada, gente, muchísimas gracias a todos, que tengáis un buen día, que descanséis y nos vemos mañana. Adiós.